Have you ever felt like you just can't seem to enjoy the little things in life, while everyone around you is having a good time? For example, you are at a party, surrounded by friends and good vibes, but you just can't seem to shake this feeling of sadness or emptiness. Like everyone else is having a blast, but you're just going through the motions? If so, it's possible that you're experiencing some unresolved emotional trauma. In this video, we're going to dive deeper into the 5 signs of emotional trauma that you might be struggling with this. Number 1. Performance-based love. If you always feels like you need to be perfect in every aspect of their life, like even the tiniest mistake could mean that you're not good enough. Well, it could be a sign that you've experienced conditional love in the past. This means that you were only shown love and praise when you were perfect, and criticized or ignored when you made even the smallest mistake. A recent study found that this type of childhood trauma is linked to a fear of showing imperfections. But it's important to remember that you are human, not a robot, and making mistakes is a natural part of life. So the next time you're worried about being less than perfect, try to challenge those thoughts and remind yourself that imperfection is normal and allowed. Number 2. Unhealthy boundaries. Do you ever feel like you're constantly bending over backwards to make others happy, even if it means sacrificing your own happiness? It could be a sign that you are struggling with setting healthy boundaries, which can lead to an unhealthy lifestyle and lower levels of happiness. This problem often stems from a difficult childhood, where you may have learned to do everything for others out of fear of being abandoned. But don't worry, there are ways to learn how to set healthy boundaries. Start by self-reflecting and identifying the situations when you need boundaries the most. Then, learn how to communicate your boundaries assertively. Number 3. Conflict avoidance. If you're constantly running away from conflict, it could be a sign that you're dealing with emotional trauma. I'm talking about situations where you're afraid to speak up for yourself, like telling a waiter they got your order wrong or even just disagreeing with someone. This behavior is often a result of past trauma, where standing up for yourself could have meant danger or harm. But guess what? You don't have to keep living like this. It's time to face your fear of confrontation head-on. Start by thinking about why confrontation makes you so anxious. Were you taught that speaking up is impolite? Were you afraid of your abuser's reaction in the past? Once you understand your fear, start practicing speaking up little by little in various situations. You might be surprised at how quickly you can gain confidence and take control of your life. Number 4. Need for validation. Do you constantly feel like you need reassurance that you matter? Are you always seeking validation from your partner or obsessing over social media likes? Dr. Priti Koshar, a counseling psychologist, suggests that this need for validation could stem from a lack of emotional validation in your past. You may have felt isolated or unsupported, leading to a lack of self-validation. But don't worry, there are ways to heal and build self-esteem. Implementing daily habits like positive affirmations or meditation can make a big difference. In fact, a 2011 study found that just 8 weeks of mindfulness meditation can physically change your brain, boosting areas related to decision-making, empathy, and emotional regulation. Number 5. Emotions avoidance. Trauma can be a sneaky little devil. It can make you want to hide from your emotions, like there's some kind of monster you need to run away from. In fact, according to a study published in the Journal of Abnormal Psychology, avoiding your emotions is a common response to trauma, especially in those who have PTSD. This might mean avoiding talking about what happened, pretending like you're not feeling anything, or even turning to harmful substances to numb your pain like alcohol. Does any of this hit close to home for you? Well, if it does, it's possible that your trauma was just too much for you to handle on your own. But fear not, my friends. Learning about your emotions and getting in touch with them might just be the first step towards healing. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and share with your friends and family.